All right, guys, welcome back to episode 3, the Unreal Estate Podcast.
Beauty.
I'm Nick Taylor. I'm joined today by Joe Benedetto.
Hey, they saved the third for the best.
All right, and I'm joined with you guys today. So go ahead this time around, give me your guys' introduction.
Tim?
Oh, okay.
threw him right up there.
My name's Tim Gibson. I like long walks on the beach and real estate. Okay, so I live in Dahlonega, Georgia, a little town in North Georgia, about an hour north of Atlanta, and sell real estate up there. Been up there for, 17, 18 years, and have family up there and love selling real estate and helping clients.
Rock star. My name is Richie Colombo. I am the worst half of a husband and wife team. We live in Cumming, Georgia, from New York City originally. Do a lot of lake stuff, a lot of country club stuff. If you're looking in the manor, I'm your guy.
New York City.
Shameless.
Love the shameless self.
I've heard of New York
perfect.
City.
I mean, I was going to throw some in there anyway.
Yeah.
So Joe, I'm going to give everybody that comes on the show the Chat GPT intro,
Okay.
and then I'll give you a chance to correct the record.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
So,
So do you have a Chat GPT intro
you.
for me?
Yes.
Perfect. That's going to be really good.
It's going to be long.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul. This will be good.
So Joe is a prominent real estate agent and the CEO of Joe Sells Georgia Real Estate Team.
Beautiful.
All checks out.
Your deep understanding of the local markets is a reoccurring theme in your clients' testimonials.
Yahtzee.
He's known for his golf swing and securing the best price on a home. If you want a hole-in-one on the course or in your home search, he's your man.
Just a joke.
Yahtzee.
ChatGPT.
Wow.
Dude, that's incredible.
You know, I paid a service for that. I didn't know it was actually working. Dude, that's pretty good. Yeah.
It's officially on his website.
What were theirs? Yeah. What were their intros?
Yeah, we did them on the last one.
They,
I mean,
said-
I'm just curious, like how I'm
they
comparing.
gave me a hole-in-one too, but it wasn't about golf.
It didn't say anything
Yeah,
about my
no,
golf
no.
swing, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Tim something about 20 years of experience in a YouTube channel, and Richie something about being from New York and a Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York,
Nothing-
that's up.
Not nearly as good.
That's up.
That's
Just past Tennessee, right?
New York?
Yeah.
I think it's a little ways
Oh, okay.
past Tennessee.
Okay, I was just wondering.
It's on the beautiful.
They're more Canadian than they are American.
It's on the beautiful Hudson River. Very
Ah.
swimmable, very clear.
They're just
Is that where the
swimmable.
bodies get dumped?
Not bodies.
Not bodies.
Not
Okay.
bodies.
Okay.
clearly.
Well, I mean, New York used to be known for its development. We've got a lot of new stuff that's been developing and coming around down here.
Nice.
I mean, I hear we're getting a hockey team.
Is that true?
Not formally.
From what I know, it's like 99% true. And that's going back and forth from Fulton County, who had their big bid in on it from the North Point Mall situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Forsyth has really taken the reins.
Which I
And
love.
I think,
That'd be awesome.
I mean, you guys know this, right? I'm sure most of you guys probably know this too. Forsyth County is the richest county in Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you not put something like that? If you look at all those other bigger markets out there, right? They're not in that metropolitan area. They're on the outskirts, right?
Yeah.
They're coming out to the suburbs.
It's the perfect
some of those
place
big
for
teams. It really is. And what they've got designed for it is just incredible.
I mean, I've heard it's between us and Dallas.
Mm,
I've heard the
really?
NHL has said we're most likely
Not
expanding.
Dallas, because Dallas has the Stars.
The Stars, right?
Or I think it's Houston.
Houston, maybe.
Yes, Houston.
Texas.
You were close.
We'll just say
Yeah.
Texas. The big
It was
state,
one of those
right?
I think that's the
places.
same state.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, it's somewhere else
They
in
got good
Atlanta
barbecue.
between
Yeah.
the two. But
Yeah.
I've unofficially heard, that's not a quote here, that they are going to build it with or without hockey.
Whoa.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
I mean, think about the music venues, all the. I mean,
Correct.
it would be incredible.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
already got a locked-in bid for like Disney on Ice.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, with that venue,
That's
with what
awesome,
they're
dude.
putting in there, the concerts, like you said, I mean, it's
Yeah.
huge.
And you look at Gas South in Duluth, right? They do a ton of stuff.
Ton of
Comedy,
stuff.
Disney on Ice.
As long
they
as
do
I
a
don't
bunch
have to
of-
drive to Lakewood Amphitheater anymore,
Thank
I
God.
could never go back to that place.
I
and be happy.
I have to take a horse-drawn carriage everywhere I go. Living in the mountains, so
Do you actually come down the Trail of Tears?
yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna get our first paved road pretty soon, so we're pretty
Nice.
excited about
That's
that.
awesome.
But having
So
a
no more
venue-
wash your car off the gravel dust? Yeah.
Do we have
that's
any
fine.
team names that we're thinking if it does come to Atlanta?
Oh.
But not the Thrashers again, I'm assuming.
I don't know. No.
I don't know. I will work my resources to find a potential name.
Please.
It's interesting because when Gwinnett Braves were changing, the expansion team was changing their team name,
Mhm.
and they had sent out like options of what they could be changing into.
Right.
And the names were kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Anybody remembers them?
No.
I don't.
One was, the Stripers. And then the other one was
1P?
the Sweet Teas. What?
Stripers 1P.
1P, yeah, exactly, yeah. Stripers, Sweet Teas, and like there were some
Sweet
really.
Teas is kind of cool.
It was neat, but yeah.
Yeah, minor league teams always have those funky
It's
names.
Funky.
Yeah.
Well, like I remember when I was at North Georgia College and State, not UNG, right? Still a little jaded by that. They said that we got to vote on who the new mascot was going to be.
Oh, I remember.
And they
when
sent
this
out
happened.
surveys, and there were some cool names, some weird names, and literally, after it got passed, the new mascot is
Nighthawks.
the Nighthawks. I could not find one person that voted for the Nighthawks.
Who did you vote for? Or what did you vote for?
Oh, I don't even know if I remember.
Dayhawks.
Dayhawks, yeah, we'll go with the Dayhawks.
Dayhawks.
But like literally, like nobody. They were like, this is a scam from the beginning. They were like, this survey was nonsense. Like nobody voted.
Right, you
for
already
it.
knew what you were naming
yeah.
it, and you
Right,
wanted people
they
to feel
wanted
like
us
they had
to think
a
we
say.
had a say.
You mean you polled everybody in that school and nobody had voted for the Nighthawks?
Not everybody, but everybody that I knew.
Yeah.
Right.
So all three of them.
All three of them. Yeah, we were looking more for like banjos and you know,
Yeah.
Or
Perfect. I
something
think the
related to
Banjos
gold.
would've been great.
I mean, hello, Dahlonega.
Right?
right.
But, whatever.
Yeah, we should have been like the Golden Nuggets or
Or like
something.
the
Yeah.
pavers.
Yeah, exactly.
Not yet. We're still waiting. Not yet.
Still waiting on the asphalt shipment to come in.
What other new stuff's coming up that you guys know of in the area?
So,
What do you got?
I'm former bartender at Castleberry Ale House in Cumming, and right off of Bethelview and Cumming there, they built that new Kroger, the Super Kroger. Most people call it Kroger. I call it the Crowbar because there's a bar in there.
Yeah.
So
Really?
the Crowbar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's called the Crowbar.
Like coffee bar?
There's
or
an
like
actual-
wine bar?
No,
Or
like wine bar. Like
Booze,
they have
booze.
they have booze. They have
I
draft
found I got
beer.
a new Kroger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
They sell
My Publix
furniture
up
and
here has
everything.
been slacking on me, so
Cool.
I gotta need a new one.
You got to where?
The Publix up here, it's slacking on me.
I'm gonna have
Well,
to get on the
your
horse.
Publix from Florida, right? You got built into that.
No, I grew up on Kroger here.
Yeah, but then you got used to Florida Publix.
Right, but
Yes,
between
now you're back.
between here and my house,
Yeah.
there's no Kroger. So I got to go out of
Oh,
my
that's
way to
true.
find a Kroger. That's my
Yeah.
that's my problem.
Well, going out of your way for a drink isn't the worst thing.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Now
when
you
you
have
got
a
when you got to drive in Forsyth County, it is.
it is.
Yeah.
That's why I just go down the hill to Taco Mac and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Down the hill.
It rolls.
You waiting for a paved road too? So anyway, so across from there, there was this there's a 17-acre tract. It's right behind the neighborhood. It's right across from Publix, directly across from Kroger, and then diagonal to Castleberry Ale House. Great new development they're building. There's 8 parcels. There's which I find is really weird. Is there's a Chick-fil-A in negotiations because you got to think right. Just across 400 on Bethelview, which is Peachtree or whatever. Which Peachtree is it, right?
Yeah.
Which
There's
is 47.
over there at the collection, there's a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And you've got the brand new one that they had just built up here. So I find that it's interesting that they're putting them that close because I don't know what that clause is.
Right.
But then there's, I believe there's talks and negotiations. Or actually, I think the 7 Brews coffee has already been approved. And then there's
Is that a
Fifth
chain?
Third Bank, 7 Brews coffee.
Yeah, it's a chain.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's like
They
a
do
drive-through.
different brew every day of the week.
I don't know. It's like the one over here by Costco when you're going to Costco off of Marketplace. That's Eliano's, right?
Okay.
Then you've got the other one, which is Human Bean, which is
Yes.
their coffee. Love Human Bean. That's probably my go-to.
I will
love
say the first time I got it and I didn't know what it was, and there was that little bean on top. I was like, "What? What is that on top of my cup?"
Great. And if you get the large one, usually they'll put 2 of those
A
beans
bigger one?
on top. And thank you for talking about this because I just forgot one had fallen off my cup yesterday. So it's in my floorboard.
Okay.
I gotta get that before it melts.
You're saving it for later.
Those little coffee beans are delicious.
Yeah.
But so it's a similar type situation where they have like mixed drinks, like frozen drinks and stuff like that. So probably light breakfast snacks.
Nice.
So that'll be going in there because that's cool. Because the only Starbucks is across the street over
Yeah.
400.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'll be good for the area. But then you've got it's so close to all of Polo and then Vickery, and all the traffic is coming this way to get to 400. I think it's a really cool
So
spot.
besides Chick-fil-A and a coffee place, what else is going in?
There's a Fifth Third Bank, and then there's 8 parcels total. There's a national retailer, or not retailer, but a large store that's going to be there, but it's not named yet. So it's in development. It's pretty good right now.
That's awesome.
So it's exciting because that area is growing. For instance, right now there's within a 5-mile radius of that center, there's almost 45,000 homes. Wow. In that area. The median home income is 129,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just shows that we're growing, right?
Big time.
So,
Yeah, isn't there, in terms of development for Forsyth County from a residential perspective, isn't there a moratorium on the residential building permits? Is that right?
In Forsyth,
Yeah.
everything you can only zone now to AG. Everything else is.
Everything else is on
Gotcha.
hold.
Yeah.
And I think they originally said a month, and they kicked it out to 6 months.
Yeah.
And I keep getting like conflicting stuff because first when I heard it, it was zoning on anything more than like 6 units. So if you're trying to like subdivide and put 6 homes on a lot,
correct.
but if there was less than that, you were trying to do 1 home, like you might still be able to get that through.
Yeah, we're currently trying to do 4 right now, and they said the only way we can do it is if we rezone to AG. So I'm dealing with a very
Zoning.
fun deal currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Lake Lanier.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to episode 2 for Lake Lanier info.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's changing, and I think the county is just kind of taking a pause to say, what does the future look like? Because I think in 20 years, we'll look back and go, nobody's going to remember a short pause.
Right.
Right?
No.
But as South
But everybody
Forsyth-
will complain about it right now.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Hands down.
I am 100% complaining about it. It's a massive deal.
In New York.
Yeah, Yankees.
I have 2 children.
Hey, if I go missing, I'm in a lake or I'm in the
Hudson.
In the Hudson.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then you're gonna drive gravel over me.
Yes.
Exactly. Half and half. I like that.
But I think a short pause is good to really look at what is the future. We look at Milton years ago. They said, okay, minimum 1 acre zoning,
Right.
Yeah.
and that really set the trajectory
Well-
for what that's become.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all estate homes. It's much grander, a little more exclusive.
Some great country clubs in there.
There's some great country clubs down there. The Manor. He might know somebody.
The Manor, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Just a golf course and some fancy houses. But it's like I think some people want parts of Forsyth County to kind of be an overflow of Milton and what it is, and kind of keeping those bigger lots and the density. But I think it's really a lot of the schools and the infrastructure. We just don't have the plan for it.
Right.
And I think the
Well-
schools were the first ones that kind of raised their hand and said, "If you keep growing like this, we can't support the
So
kids."
they're trying to slow down the growth, right? Obviously, and that's kind of what's
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now we're starting to see a lot of the development move up Georgia 400 to Dawson County, which is where I work a lot. And it looks like Forsyth County did maybe 20, 25 years ago, where
Wow.
it's just exploding. Apparently, it's one of the top 5 fastest growing
Yeah.
counties in the country.
Correct. Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the locals aren't happy, you know, because
No.
I think the last time I checked, it was something like 28,000 residents in the whole county.
Wow.
And so I'd be interested to see what happens when the next census comes out and what the population's going to look like. Because there's new construction neighborhoods going all over.
And that's why I love Forsyth, because it is literally Alpharetta when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Dawson's the new Forsyth
Yeah,
County,
that's
and
correct.
Yeah.
Delawna's probably the old Dawson County.
That's what I mean. Everyone's
I
like,
mean-
"How's coming?" I'm like, "It's kind of like the new Alpharetta, and then it's going to keep going
Yeah.
up, and it's just
Well, Delana just got named best new city in the country, little small town
Yeah.
in the country.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
that's pretty
like-
awesome.
Yeah, they win that a lot for, you know, U.S. News and World Report or like
Yeah.
Southern Living or something
Okay.
like that. They win those like
That's very
best
cool.
small town in America or best
Wow.
place to live. So
and that's without roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's wild.
yeah.
That's great.
It's
Horse-
great
horse
when you
and
got-
buggy.
Yeah, it's totally it takes a long time for the mail to get to us, but other than that, it's not.
That's super cool, though.
You guys have
That's very
internet out there?
no.
No.
What's that?
However, you can get a 32-ounce natty light and 20 wings for $11.99.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you can.
Wow.
Johnny
Yeah.
B's.
Johnny
Well,
B's, yeah.
I don't know. They might have upped their rates with
Not to
COVID.
be
I don't
confused
know.
with Joey.
They used to be
B's.
the college kids
Joey
special.
B's.
Yeah.
Joey B's, Johnny B's.
Yeah, it's good.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I mean, there's new areas. It's growing. So it's just a matter of we're in the
I
right
think-
place at the right time.
Yeah, and I think I want to touch base on Adam Rhodes and what he's been putting together with the county and like
Yes.
his involvement with everything going on, and like he's got great touch points on what the county is trying to accomplish that most people don't see. And like you said,
Yeah.
there's that pause, right? And most people don't understand. They see the pause and like, wait. And Adam Rhodes has been really great on the other side, putting events together to really bring light to us as residents and what's going on. So that's pretty cool to see. But the pause, I get it.
Well, I think the other thing that's unique about us and where we are here is we're a one city county.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you've got
somebody said something to me the other day about it. I said, well, like, what's in Forsyth? They said Cumming. They're like, well, what else? I said,
I mean, if you're not here locally, I mean, Forsyth County and City of Cumming are interchangeable. They're one and the same, and one is both, and both is one, right? Mm-hmm. But when you get into here and into some of the local politics, there really is two different seats that control two different visions and views.
100%, yeah.
And not that either one of them are right or wrong. I think they're both just trying to make the best of what we have. It's the opportunity for the area in the future.
Yeah.
Smart and sustainable growth, I guess. How do you achieve that? I guess it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, right? And Lord knows I'm not the expert on it.
No.
Right. No. I would just push through all the lake stuff that people are working on currently.
Yeah, that's agenda number one.
Just those 4 houses,
I'm not an
right?
expert, but just this one little spot on the south end of the lake.
What about the manor?
Oh, Manor's great too. If you need more info,
hit me up for Polo.
Yes. Actually, beautiful.
So, well, actually, do you want to do a shameless plug on your Polo listing?
Yeah, we just listed it, 6455 Darrelly Court, $2 million, 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, $20,000 builder incentive upgrade package.
Nice.
If you want to build a butler's pantry or wet bar, theater room in the basement, make it another master suite down there and a master bathroom.
Love that.
All kinds of cool things. Gorgeous pool that was just retiled and a beautiful putting green in the backyard.
So nice.
It's
I will say
awesome.
I was lucky enough to walk it. Breathtaking. It's just such an awesome house.
It's a cool spot.
Like quartz is like that thick.
Yeah, 5-inch quartz on the kitchen island. It's got a cool dog station built into the counters.
Yeah.
And so it's like you got a dog bowl and then you've got a water, like like they have the pot fillers above the stove.
It's
They've
so
got
smart.
one built in for the dog bowls, which
It's
is pretty
so
awesome.
cool, and the backyard is like a dream. I mean, you have
Yeah.
you have the putting green, like you said. You have a gigantic pool with the spa that flows into it, right?
Yeah, and I mean, and all of that's situated in Polo, which is golf cart friendly, right to Vickery. I mean, it's just an amazing
Location is phenomenal.
So,
lifestyle.
if I win the lottery, am I moving to Polo or am I moving to the Manor?
Well, it depends how big the lottery. You can get
You're
one
moving,
of each.
Yeah, that's valid. That'd be your weekender in Polo. Probably the Manor if you're really gonna go big, and like those are more new builds.
Yeah.
Polo's more of an established neighborhood, and
Yes.
but it's like a lot of the neighborhoods around here, especially in Sandy Springs and Dunwoody, what we've been doing down there is like you buy this old house and then you're turning it around
Exactly.
completely. You bought a $300,000 house and made it a $2 million house.
Yeah.
Polo's not there, but that's what they're doing, and they're their values in there are incredible.
Insane. No,
Yeah.
it's such a
With what
gorgeous-
they're going on in there, there's recent comps in there 2.1, 2.6.
Yeah, there's one for like 2.7 right now, right?
Yeah.
In Polo is a little bit different because you've got different enclaves that really have different price points and
Yes.
areas. There's more intricacies to it, right?
You've got two sides to it. So you've got the champagne side, which is where we're listed, and then you've got the beer side, which is on the other side of Majors, right there, which is pretty awesome.
So Tim, you want to tell us about the beer side?
Yeah, of course.
But it's nice you can get in at a more reasonable price
more
point and
reasonable
still
price.
have all the amenities, right?
Absolutely. For instance, we've got one that's coming up in there for $900, $950. It's got a gorgeous pool,
Nice.
and it's been remodeled and updated really beautifully.
That's awesome.
And it puts you in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're just drinking high life, not, Moet and Chandon.
Yeah.
Well, the reason, Tim, I plug you on it is because I looked over the weekend. I looked at one that was very reasonably priced in Polo, but I was very underwhelmed compared to what I could get just outside of Polo for $100,000 more. I was getting 2-3 times the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
But again, you're outside the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Correct.
You could just about walk to it though. It's pretty close.
Yep.
But that one under contract.
Did it?
The other day. Yep.
Is that yours?
Thankfully. Yeah.
Bam.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Is that your 20th of the year so far?
I don't know. Something like that.
And I walked in, I was like, hey, cool, a creek. And my wife's like, creek? Heck no.
Yeah. Why not? Great. You can get crawfish and cook them up.
That's what I was
teach
thinking.
you.
I was
I'll
like,
teach you.
kids can play in it, dogs are splashing. And she's like, snakes, bugs. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Let a kid be a kid.
Yeah. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
They'll make
Worst
it
things
tougher.
that happen.
Cool. I think we need to wrap it and crack it on this one.
Okay.
Love
So,
it.
Sounds good to me.
episode 3,